All right, guys. I'm not gonna be here long. I am going to. This is going to be very short. I think that if you don't comply, of course, there is always another way to deal with you. You don't fall in line, you will fall out of line. And I think this is the day it has come. So at this very point in time, I'm coming to you. I'm letting you know because some folks have been calling me and asking me for this information. That's why I said I'm not going to be long. The US, as of now, immediately is freezing all visa processing for a number of Caribbean countries, 75 countries in the entire world, of course, including the big ones that they're after as well, Russia and Iran and Somalia. But they're also freezing visa processing for several Caribbean countries, and it begins on the 21st of January this year, 21st of January. So, State Department memo says that it is directing consular officers to refuse visas under existing law while the department reassesses screening and vetting procedures. Apparently, the Americans are saying that, look, we have an issue with people coming from countries where the immigrants are living free or high off the taxpayers, and they're not giving back. They're causing issues for us. And so we are freezing those visas. Now, the pause will begin January 21st and it will continue indefinitely until the department conducts a reassessment of immigrant visa processing. That's what they're saying. It will it will actually go on indefinitely until the department conducts a reassessment of immigrant visa processing. So if you don't have one after the 21st of January, there'll be no processing of visas for the United States of America in certain Caribbean countries. Most of us go to Barbados for a visa. So let me just give you the number of countries in the region. They include Antigua and Barbuda, which I said just recently went on a list because they didn't comply with certain things. So Antigua and Barbuda, if you're living there, no more visa processing for you if you're coming from that country on the 21st of January. um, Barbados, where the embassy itself is, citizens of that country, no more visa processing. Let's continue the list of countries down here. Dominica, of course, in the Eastern Caribbean. Who else in the Eastern Caribbean? Grenada. We have Haiti on the list. We even have Jamaica. And somebody was very surprised because Jamaica is very compliant with the United States of America, and they were wondering why. So Jamaica is on that list as well. But I was not surprised when I saw Jamaica name there. St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and of course, Trinidad is not on the list, and I didn't expect Trinidad to be on that list. So we've picked out a number of countries here, like St. Vincent, St. Lucia, St. Kitts and Nevis. There is Grenada on that list. There is Haiti. There is Jamaica. There is also Cuba, Dominica, Barbados, Antigua and Barbuda. People are very surprised that Antigua and Barbuda is on the list. Um, there's no surprise there to me. I keep saying all the time, if you comply with the United States of America, they will just see you as a stomping ground, and this is what happened. So that's what it is. Um, yeah. So you gotta leave, and there's also another issue. There's also another issue that has popped up. The Americans were talking about a list of countries in the region where their citizens are living free or high off the hog, they say, of taxpayers in the US and not contributing. So that's where it is. CARICOM being punished, others getting licked out in the wash. What are you gonna do? That's America. You don't have to go to America. You don't have to go to the Americas. I know there are 75 countries on the list, but I am dealing with specifically the Caribbean because that's where we're from, and I'm dealing with that. So Trinidad and Guyana, of course, is not on that list. Simple answer. They're very compliant with the United States of America. Um, yeah, that's what it is. So, yeah, 75 countries are on the list worldwide. but I am dealing with specifically the Caribbean. So the thing here is Caribbean countries are letting in criminals or convicts from the US, deportees, and then you're taking away a visa from them. I said that is what was going to happen. People said I was lying. It's here. It's here. But that's what it is. And like I said, guys, um, this is just the Caribbean. I was just dealing with the Caribbean. And this is just a short video. I'm not going to stay on long at all. I'm not going to do that. I'm working on another video I want to finish today. So this is what I came to say. Needless to say that we are complying with America, accepting third-party nationals, people who are criminals. Some people say they're not criminals. Some say they have minor matters pending to their names. And yet, this is the reward you get for doing that. Look at the countries. St. Lucia just signed an MOU with with the US, Grenada, Dominica, Antigua, Barbados. I heard about pushing there. Jamaica, I know. So almost every single one that signed an MOU to say I will take criminals, the US government came back the following week and say no visas for you guys. All processing has been frozen for all those countries. What a way! What a way to go. Anyway, guys, take it easy, and we will see another time. I have a video I'm trying to finish, so that's why I just came on to give you this update. You can share this one, you can go back and look at it. But that is the information coming out of the US. There is some other information that they said about it. Basically, they were saying that as of 2022, a version of the public charge rule on the Biden administration had limited the scope of benefits considered primarily to cash assistance and long term institutional care, excluding programs like the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, the Federal Supplemental Nutrition Program for Women, Infants, and Children, known as WIC, or Medicaid for housing and stuff like that. Well, what they're saying is that people exploited that program. People come from different islands, different countries, and they were doing it for decades, the Americans were saying, and that they were not contributing back to, the American society. And they're saying that so immigrants from 75 countries will immigrant visas processing will be paused while the State Department does go over, look at it, look at the list of countries and see what the process really is. And they will not be able to get into the US from the 21st of January or get a visa for the US. This is what it is. So, guys, take it